Hi, my name is Emma McPherson and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and like, or don't like, but watch to the end either way just to be sure that you do or don't like this video. On that note, so I was gonna film something completely different than this. I actually did film it and I got to editing it, and I've been working on it for probably 3 hours at this point. And I'm getting to this point where I'm really overthinking the video, and it's kind of stressing me out and it's making me sad. So instead of working on that video, I decided to film this video, and this is a story time video because that seemed like something that was perfectly doable and easy. Quarantine is a thing that has been happening. Nothing really interesting has happened in my life since quarantine began, except for this one thing, and so that's what my story time is going to be about today. So it was a regular day, like any other day. Me and my hubby were hanging out on our couch over here, just enjoying each other's company, watching a good episode of Survivor on our TV, as we do many nights of the week. We were really on a Survivor binge at the beginning of quarantine because why not? There's a never-ending supply of Survivor on Amazon, so we were chugging along. Our neighbor to the right of our house, he's right through this window. He's very handy and he's always working on something in his backyard, right? So there's constantly like banging noises and like flashing lights, and it always sounds like there's a welder over there. He sounds like a blacksmith. Like you just hear metal on metal all the live long day. And so we're used to it, you know. His name is let's call him John to protect his identity. This particular night, we see this very bright flash out the window and another bright flash, along with a loud popping noise. And I just think to myself, man, what's John up to again? Because he's always up to something. He's always working on something. And we just continued watching Survivor. A few more minutes go by and I look toward the window again. Mind you, our curtains, or our blinds are closed, but I can see light back there. And so I run to the window and I'm like, oh my goodness, is this for real? As soon as we saw that, of course, we ran outside. I'll include a clip too. Our neighbors were outside of their house so we could see that they were okay. We had called 911 immediately when we saw those flames, and it actually turned out really good that we did because the flames had taken out our neighbor's landline, which was their only phone, and I guess the neighbors on the other side of us were not there, so we were the only ones who ended up calling 911.
That's insane. They're coming.
Just for reference, also, that fence back there in front of those flames is 6 feet tall. So when the camera pans back over there, you'll be able to see it's just absolutely massive. The ash in the sky. It was just a huge fire. It consumed all 3 of our neighbors' sheds in their backyard.
Looks like it's spraying water out of his back window still.
Yeah, our neighbor he was trying to put out the flames. He had a hose that he was spraying the water on it. They did get it down so quickly though, it's good.
They did. They got here real quick. You want to give them cake?
Yeah. I don't think you can give policemen cake, but I think you can give firemen cake.
Every time you make a cake, babe.
No. If it's not my house, it's someone else's. That's my husband making fun of me for burning up a garage one time by accidentally making cookies. That's another story time video, though. It's really tall in the back there.
I'm gonna make sure nothing's getting on our house.
Yeah, so our neighbor's shed caught on fire. Yeah, and pretty much their whole backyard, because they had a lot of sheds back there. They had, I think, 3 sheds. One is completely gone from that fire. One is mostly gone, but they've kind of salvaged a little bit of it, and they're trying to rebuild it back there. And I don't know what happened to the 3rd one. I really can't see past their privacy fence, but it was insane. Honestly, the best quarantine story that I have so far, and it's gonna take a lot to top it. We were telling our friends for weeks and weeks that story because everyone else, of course, was social distancing and we're not going into any parties or really hanging out with our friends. So we were talking to them on the phone, and my goodness, did we have a conversation starter, me and my love. Also, I just wanted these videos to live on for eternity because I don't want to lose them or something. It's just such a good story. And I have proof. I have proof that I was there. You can hear my voice in those videos. Also, side note, the one video, it looks like I am trying to put out the fire with the hose. Okay, I was trying to put out the fire with the hose in the very beginning when I wasn't filming, but my husband urged me to walk it back away from the flames because they were massive, like probably 15 to 30 feet is how high those flames were going up. They were consuming his very large tree. So in that video where you see me with the hose, I'm not trying to put out the fire. Okay, I'm watering our yard because I also was afraid that the fire would come into our yard and then catch our house on fire. It would be very inconvenient for us to lose all of our belongings. So, yeah, that's my story. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like it if you enjoyed it. Dislike it if you didn't. I hope that you have a wonderful day either way, and I will see you guys soon.